Welcome to Sinabela online lesson. Today we are going to look at how we can analyze speeches effectively and analyze opinionated writing effectively. So in my eyes, what is opinionated writing? So opinionated writing is writing that includes an opinion or demonstrates a form of opinion, or outlines a form of opinion, or states that I believe this, or I'm for, I'm against. It has an opinion, is passionate, it is directed, it has a destination, it has a message, and the aim is to convey a message and to convey an opinion, which is not necessarily a fact, but it's an opinion. So it's something that someone believes so strongly that they want to voice it. Okay, does that make sense? Awesome. So what I'm going to get you to do right now is write that definition. Opinionated writing is writing which is based around an opinion and being able to demonstrate your opinion to the greatest of your ability. Okay? Awesome. Fantastic. Okay, great. Now, I want you to write down 3 things that you have a great opinion about. So there is different sort of things. So i.e. things like you believe all young people deserve a voice, you believe this, or you believe that. 3 things to write down that you believe in your opinion, which is not necessarily a fact, but you believe in your opinion that this is the ultimate truth. 3 things you're passionate about, that if they ask you for 3 minutes to write down about certain things, you could. Okay, let's write that down. Okay, awesome. Now you've done that, now you've outlined that, I want you to be able to also state 3 things that you are not so passionate about. And lastly, I then want you to write down 3 things you hate, that you despise. So some people say they despise violence, they despise young people, they despise young people stabbing and killing, they despise this or they despise that. Whatever the 3 things are that you despise, write that down in great detail. Okay, amazing. Perfect. So now you've written down the 3 things you despise, you've written down the 3 things that you're opinionated about, and you've also written down the 3 things that you're not so passionate about. What I want you to focus on now is to choose one of the things that you are passionate about, choose one of the things that you're opinionated about, and the things that you totally despise, and look at them. Okay, I want you to now write a paragraph for each one of them in great detail. I'm going to give you the rest of this lesson to be able to do that in great detail. The one thing you're passionate about, one thing that you totally hate, and one thing that you're not so passionate about. When you are writing this, however, I want you to be able to implement what is figurative language, what is emotive language. I want you to include that within the text. Emotive language, figurative language. I also want you to be able to include that. Was this speech or was this argument effective? Okay, that is the success criteria for this. The success criteria is that is this figurative? Is figurative language included? So figurative language is alliteration, language devices such as rhetorical questions, personification, metaphors, similes, and so forth. All of these things are combined into that speech that you're going to do. Is there emotive language in it? Now, what is emotive language? Emotive language is based around a language that is written and tailored down, which is there in order for you to project or get a different form of emotion from the reader. You want the reader to feel angry, happy, sad, mad, frustrated, sympathetic, empathetic, obnoxious, whatever it is that you want the reader to feel. This is what you are going to get the reader to feel through the language that you use consistently, which will make total sense. Okay, awesome. Lastly, I want you to focus on the last thing I want you to focus on is whether it's passionate enough or whether it's effective enough. Okay, Perfect. And then I want you to write down those three things that's the success criteria, but I want you to write down about those three things in detail. So the thing that you hate, the thing that you're passionate about, and the thing that you hold a high opinion on. So some people may say that they hold a high opinion that the youth are the future and the youth should be the one in high positions. I want you to write about that. Include figurative language, emotive language, descriptive language, include passion. Secondly, the thing that you despise, you hate poverty, you hate seeing injustice. I want you to write about that in great detail, including all of those things I've said. And lastly, something that you're not so passionate about, just so that we can be able to see your ability to analyze and articulate your ideas to the greatest of its capacity, and then also take it to another level. Does that make sense? Okay, perfect. Awesome. So what you're going to find online, you'll be able to download online all the assignments and the homework for you that you need to be able to do for this, and in order for you to excel, in order for you to take your opinionated writing to a different level. And always look back at your writing and think, was this effective enough? Was this passionate enough? Was this effective? Was this passionate enough? Was this focused enough? Was this driven enough? Whatever this was this enough? And was it able to maintain that success criteria? Was it able to incorporate